Hello YouTubers, this is CD Mangaka, and today I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips that I believe will help you maximize your score in the combat challenge rooms of Batman Arkham City. There are going to be three main concepts I'm going to hit up on with you guys. Variation bonuses, milking, and finally prioritizing. First thing is variation bonuses. The game is going to give you bonus points for using different attacks. If you can use all 9 of Batman's attacks, the strike, the counter, the stun, the beatdown, the aerial takedown, the ground takedown, the bat swarm, the combat takedown, and the multi-ground takedown, you get a 5,000 point bonus to your score. And then if you use all of his 5 gadgets, the freeze grenade, the stun gun, the batarang, the bat claw, and the explosive gel, it's a 2,000 point bonus. So it's important that you can get all of those different attacks into one combination together, and it's going to be really easy for you to do in larger crowds. And this is going to lead me right on to my next concept, milking. In the first round, you're not going to get a lot of guys, as you're going to see right here and now. I get 4 guys to work with. Now, in this round, you could just go crazy and just knock them down real quick, but I'm going to show you how to kind of milk them. Cram as many moves as you can using the fewest amount of people possible. Most of these are going to be trying to use moves that don't necessarily KO a guy, and some that won't even do damage to them. The whole idea is just to cram in as much as you can. And if you can do this concept of milking in this first round, you're going to do a great boost to your score, but also it's going to make things a lot easier for you in subsequent rounds when you have a lot more people to work with. For the first thing that I'm going to do, I like to get one gadget out of the way, one gadget variation, and that is the bat claw. Right out of the gate, you're going to see me use it. Boom, hit this guy, and I knock him down. Reason why I like using the bat claw is because, one, it gives you a 2-hit addition to your combo, and the second thing is it's a dangerous equipment to use. Whereas every other gadget you use, you can instantly counter when you use it. The bat claw, not so much. In this case, I'm already getting attacked by this guy, and if he attacked like half a second earlier, I could be hit, and I'm going to lose my free flow. Fortunately, though, it's all timed really well, and I get a counter as well. Here we go. Go for the strike, and then I go for the bat swarm. Whenever I do, that's the first thing I always do with bat swarm. And I think I threw a batarang right there. And then I went for a ground takedown. Now, ground takedowns, very dangerous thing to use. They give you a lot of points, but it leaves you really exposed. As you can see, this guy is already punching me. And if I did this ground takedown half a second later, he could have hit me and messed up my combo. So I recommend that you save a ground takedown for later in the fight when basically everybody's down or incapacitated in some way. It works out for me in this case, though. Jump over this guy, hit him, jump on over. And as you can see, I'm just cramming as many moves as I can in. Here we go. Start the beatdown, jump on over him, and I finish him with a combo takedown. One thing I want to point out is that when you use a combo beatdown, that's when you just go crazy on a guy and just rapidly punch him like a crazy animal. You don't have to actually finish him off with a beatdown. You just have to start the beatdown, and it will count as a variation bonus. That's all you gotta do for the beatdown, and that's what I did in this case. And so here we go. Finish him off with the takedown, and I get 2,000 points for my first round. And then for all my variation bonuses, because I crammed all those moves into those guys, I use 6 different attacks with 3 different gadgets, and so that gives me a lot of points, and I go to 6,000 points. So we're 3/4 done with the first medal. And we're going to start off this next round by just kind of doing the same thing, just improvising and using everything I can. Go for the bat storm, check off my counter off my list, use the stun gun right there, and I laid the explosive gel right there. And one thing I want to call out about the explosive gel is that Batman will kind of walk around with his thing out, and you may even pull out the batarang. And it doesn't end your combo, but it will make it feel like it ended your combo. So I recommend that when you want to detonate the explosive gel is when you're in the middle of a counter. Fortunately, it works out for me in this case. Hit this guy, and then we go into a blade dodge, and we take him down. And this is going to bring me to my second point, and I'm going to talk about this for a moment. Prioritizing. There are going to be different enemy types in these challenge rooms. You're going to have your armored guys, you're going to have your assassins, your titans, your lieutenants, and you're going to have guys with special weapons like the riot shields and the tasers. Prioritize those guys. If a guy is armored, either take him out instantly with a combo takedown or freeze him using the freeze grenade, and then go to him later for a big beatdown finisher. Avoid the titans, use them as well. And also, enemies who have riot shields and tasers, be sure that you use the weapon takedown, which is where Batman actually destroys the weapon they're using, to remove those weapons out of the fight, because those will definitely mess up your free throw combo. You won't see this in this video, but I feel it's important to call that out. So here we go, right into a double counter, and I go for the multi-ground takedown. I'm kind of checking everything off my list. What haven't I used? Going for another strike, and I hit him with the freeze grenade. Good, I was just thinking about that. Get another batarang in. Jump over this guy. Hit this dude, another batarang, go for a ground takedown, figured I have no space, I was right, jump over this guy, quick takedown, and then I go for counter, and I think I didn't do a beatdown in this match, which is what I should have done. Jumped over that guy, and then did a beatdown. And quick thing I want to note is that when it comes to using a beatdown, Actually, excuse me, when it comes to moving around, if you're not sure about what to do or you want to extend or move around so that you can use a specific kind of move, go ahead and jump. Batman can do an infinite amount of jumps over people to keep his combo alive. So here go for the Bat Storm, lay down Explosive Jail, blow it up, get lucky right there, and we're just going to go crazy on these guys. Also time it well. When it comes to the multi-ground takedown, make sure that you knock down a few guys. Throw a Batarang to add a third casualty to your list after you do like a double counter, for example. Then go for multi-ground takedown. Thins the herds really well. And here we go. Get my back claw in finally. Get a counter. Got pretty lucky with the timing there. Punch him in the face. Get a counter off right here. Go for another Bat Storm just to stun him up. Great tool to use. Jumping all around, and I get way lucky. I just barely got out of that guy's range with my ground takedown. I should not have done that ground takedown when I did. Here we go. Get my aerial takedown taken care of. Again, this is all a checklist in my head. I get my beatdown taken care of right here. Boom. Finish off with the ground takedown, and we get a 54 combo. That's the perfect round for you right there. That's what you want to do every single round. Now, this next round, I'm going to make a couple of mistakes, and you're going to see my point to take a dive. While there's no bonus points, I'll say, for having a flawless free flow, there are more points when you do a flawless free flow because every single one of your points is multiplied by the number of attack in your combo. Basically, though, this is all kind of a feeling thing. I've hit up on everything I wanted to hit up on. Prioritizing your enemies, remembering like the specific traits that they have. So with Titans, you can ultra stun them, get on top of them, and go crazy for rodeo. Assassins will dodge your attacks, but they won't end your combo. So it will kind of mess up your feeling as far as how you feel about the free flow goes, but you'll be fine and just kind of jump around to reset yourself. And jumping does a great job of orientating, excuse me, yourself in your combo. Here we go for a double counter right there. I'm just going ballistic on these guys, and I should be using more gadgets. I should be using some freeze gadgets. I probably should try and get a backlaw in here somewhere, but I'm using a lot of multi-ground takedowns just to thin out the herds. And here we go. And right here, boom, I went for a ground takedown when there were a whole slew of enemies up. Because of that, I messed up my combo, and when you lose your combo, you lose your variation bonus points. By that, I mean you're not going to be able to build up on that. You have to use all of the different attacks and the different equipment in one combo. If you use them across two combos, the one that had the most is only going to work. And I messed up with my Batarang right there, and I go for a ground takedown, and again, it doesn't work. So keep those in mind. Keep those 3 tips in mind. The milking process, your variation bonuses, and also just stay focused, stay diligent, try to get everything in, and be careful with your ground takedowns. That's all I can give for tips for the combat challenge rooms.